On a cold December morning, the masonry class at Kennedy High School hard at work mixing up mortar. Leading the way, masonry teacher Dean Bagnoni. The Pennsylvania native grew up in a masonry family, but actually started his career at Kennedy 9 years ago as a history teacher.
So I always thought I would like to do masonry work and teach. You know, you have summers off, lay brick, and teach history.
But former principal Dr. Leslie Alexander had a different idea for him.
She knew I was a bricklayer. She said, "You want to start a masonry program?" And that's where I am. So,
for the past 7.5 years, he's been right where he feels he belongs, teaching his students at Kennedy High School and the Career Center, one of the oldest and most important professions in the world.
It's just very satisfying to build something with your hands, you know? It's just like a masonry job, you know? You come in, it's a pile of material, and you have to put it together and create what, you know, your client wants or whatever the blueprint says. And these students come in, and the first thing I ask them is, what's a trowel? And unless they come from a family of masons, they don't know. And by the time they leave, they're building structures, you know, they're working internships, and they have a skill that they'll have for the rest of their lives.
So like if this is from here to here, if it's going downhill 1 inch?
His teaching is getting noticed. Bagnoni has been named the recipient of the 2021 North Carolina Home Builders Association Construction Trades Teacher of the Year.
It's a pat on the back, right? It's, you know, so that always feels good. But I feel like overall, I'm improving as an instructor. If you could be here like 7 years ago when we started, we didn't have anything in here. Pine Hall donated a pile of brick. And I'm like, okay, how do I teach this? I didn't have any formal training in teaching a trade. You know, I learned on the job. I know there's a lot of great programs out there. That they chose this program, I'm thankful because it shines light on what we're doing here. And hopefully it'll attract more students. Masonry is a skill that takes a long time to acquire. You can leave here with a really good skill level. I believe one of the greatest things about this, a trade, is even though in high school, you really don't know exactly where you're heading in life. You know, you graduate and you get in the real world and you kind of can get scared, deer in the headlights, right? But I think that learning a skill gives you a confidence to at least, you know, make a step in the right direction, you know, going forward.